All right, here with Leona Maguire. Leona, take me through this 6-under day.
Yeah, I mean, got off to a little bit of a slow start, slower than I would have liked, but I think the back nine is playing tougher this week, so it was nice to turn in 2-under, made a good birdie on 18 to sort of get the round going again, and just finished really strong. Gave myself a lot of chances on the short holes. My wedges were really good, so that helped a lot. Hit two of the par fives and two as well on the front side. So yeah, pretty stress-free birdies on those, and then just solid. Hit a lot more greens today than I did last week. Something I struggled. I didn't really feel that comfortable last week. A lot more comfortable today. Drove the ball a lot better.
You're one of the few birdies I've seen so far on number 13, which is the Risk Reward Challenge hole, I believe, this week.
Oh,
what is it about
that
hole, and what did you see in that hole, and what worked so well for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was playing a little bit into the wind. They moved the tee up, which was a little bit, which was kind. That stretch was playing tough, so I'd just come off a bogey on 12 on the par 5, which was annoying. So just hit a really nice wind shot that we'd been practicing from last week, and hit it into about 3-4 feet there, and rolled it in to sort of get myself back on track, which was nice.
What happened there with that bogey? You call it annoying.
And I hit a bad drive, not a great second shot, not a great third shot, not a great putt. So it was too many bad shots on one hole. Hit it into the greenside bunker, and yeah, other than that, I played the par 5 as well. So we'll forget about that one.
Well, talk about your 5 birdies I'm counting in your last 6 holes. What was going so well for you in that stretch?
Yeah, I mean, on number 4, I think it was, nearly holed out there. Hit it to a couple of inches there, and then hit the par 5 and 2 and 5. Hit a good shot into 6, didn't quite make that one, and then hold a really nice putt on 7. 8, hit a really nice wedge shot. I was playing downwind, sort of tuck it on, hit driver there, got it down closer to the green, and hit a nice wedge shot in there. And then 18, just front edge of the green, and 2 putted for birdie, which was a nice way to finish.
After a little bit of a tougher front 9 for you, what was it like to have that kind of confidence on your back 9?
Yeah, I felt like I settled in really well. I struggled a lot on left to right winds last week, and there was a lot of them today, so managed that a lot better. I just overall felt more comfortable getting sort of back into the swing of things.
You've always had kind of a natural penetrating ball flight, which makes you a great wind player. But then you went through some swing changes to try to get longer. Do you have any trouble going back to hitting that wind shot that you were so natural with before?
No, I mean, we spent quite a while last week working on those wind shots, especially with the shorter irons, sort of flighting them in, and did a lot of that today as well, just trying to take the spin off the ball really. So as I got a little bit longer last year and switched to the new iron shafts, my ball flight went up. We switched back to a slightly more tip shaft this year, and the ball flight's come down a little bit, which is definitely nice. And I have a 6 hybrid in the bag and a 9 wood in the bag, which in this wind isn't exactly ideal, so I had to manufacture a few shots with those. But the wedge shots flighted and the short irons flighted were really nice.
And also, in the wind, it's always, you have to be patient. There's some flags you just don't want to go at. Your experience playing in the wind, particularly at home, has that been a big help?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's patience. It was patience last week too, Saturday, Sunday in particular, and these greens, they're deceptively tricky. There's some runoffs. They're a lot faster than last week, so you have to pay attention where you're leaving the ball as well. You want to try and stay below the hole, and that can be tricky in these winds. So it's just a case of taking your pars on some of the tougher holes, and then trying to take advantage of those shorter holes, those par 5s that were downwind today, and take your chance where you get them.
And there's a balance though, because you're in a 54-hole event. So most people will say, well, gee, this is a sprint. This isn't a marathon. So, how do you balance having to be patient with the fact that you don't have so many holes left?
Yeah, I mean, again, you don't want to force anything. You just want to take your chances where you get them. I was fortunate enough to have quite a few chances in, and for the most part took them. So it's easy to say I was patient when things were going well. It's not quite as easy when things aren't going well. But yeah, I mean, just fairways, greens, and these greens are running really well. So you hit good putts, and they're staying online, which is nice.
All right. What will you take away from this first day here heading into tomorrow, knowing that, this is only a 3-round event?
Yeah, I mean, just more of the same, I think. Bit by bit, feeling a bit more comfortable. Hit a few shots on the range, hit some putts, and then take it easy for the afternoon. It's pretty draining in these conditions. Last week, this wind, today in this wind, you just kind of have to conserve that energy too.
I feel like wherever we go, the wind follows.
I'm not complaining.
Well, thank you, Leona.
Thank you.